Some may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Moin. Good day to you. Hello there. Is this thing on? I think this is on. Hello, Oridoco, Twitch, Dutch, Bugger Off, and Dimit Sub, Dave, and Dark Lanigan, thank you for the sub. Crispin, hello. As we can see, sadly, no Jerry tonight. Jerry has things to do, and bloody hell, why are my lights not working? Shame. Oh, I think we're out of juice. Well, that's that. No, I'm guessing he's stalking Pro Jam or doing anything else. Maybe even recovering from what's his.
Here we go again. Good morning.
The alarm is a bit late. Should have gone off an hour ago. What was I saying? Yeah, Jerry is potentially still recovering from St. Paddy's Day. I don't know. He wouldn't tell me. I'm guessing he's working because it's the week leading up to the salute, and what's the other thing? The one in the US? Can't remember. So I'm guessing there's work to be done. But fear not. I have prepared plans. And also, I'm having some interesting lemonade tonight. Adapticon, that's the one. Thank you, Demons Up. Justin is off sick as well. Well, hello, Toby. And there's nobody who can stop me. So, as things are rolling up to not only multiple conventions, there's the Spring Clean Challenge happening. The first one, Toffee. I don't do the latter one on stream or live. That's a private conversation to be had. There have been other things happening recently. So, there's where do we start? We do start here. So, as you might have known, I'm quite a fan of the Bodybot Wars, and there's a suddenly an official podcast done by the mates from Down Under, which I found quite pleasant, and was a bit irritated that I wasn't informed. Oh, you lot again. Yeah, see, that's the trouble of cropping images. So you're only getting 3/4 of the podcast right now. So if you're anything but interested in bot world to the slightest, I highly recommend giving this one a go. It's a good hour or so of interesting talk. Also, being something that really makes me feel better is when you see the maker of a game remembering or not remembering certain rules and going, I should know this, but I don't. Which is quite helpful. So this is one that's currently running, and then there's something else I'll stumbled across. Oh, Crispin, you're still mad at poor Ben. So, as you might have known already, I am quite a fan for old school miniatures, and I stumbled across this. These are Bequest miniatures Star Rogues, more or less interestingly for everybody who's with Warhammer for a long time. Kiran Amida, hello! A Tuesday upon which you are free. That's I feel highly thingamajigged, humbled that somebody comes. Tuffy, we will probably eventually. There are factors beyond my control. Let's leave it at that. So these are very nice sculpts of old school Space Marine like things. These will get a Kickstarter at some point in the future. Welcome, Manda. I really like these, but the reason why I stumbled across his excuse me, his YouTube channel, which is currently very small, is he's also doing a Kickstarter for Skelly Bobs, and this will be on the 24th, so in 3 days' time. And I really do like these Skelly Bobs. Just look at these lovely buggers. If those don't scream 1980s, I don't know what it is. Also, he has made on his Facebook account what to call it, greens. You can see how he's actually hand making these for an upcoming Kickstarter. So 3 days, and then the Kickstarter will launch, and I will probably chuck some money at it, because the company behind it is Hagen Miniatures, and that's a very German company. So there's no what's the name of the person again? Who are you referring to, Demon Sap? Oh, bloody hell! I've got heavy speaking impairments today. Bequest Miniatures on Facebook, or just go to Hagen Miniatures DE. So let's see if this works. That's the shop site. And this is the YouTube channel. And as we can see already, he has got some. These are the greens for the Shambling Bones. And don't they just look lovely? I think personally the greens look a bit better than the paint shop, but that's just me. They somehow remind me of what's the Nightmare Before Christmas, with the very much sculpted eyebrows in the skull. Yeah, the aesthetic is really interesting, and there are some close-ups and some how he did it. It's very retro, to say the least. So I have no clue about how much these will cost and what exactly will be in them. I've tried to reach out to that content creator, and well, he was still working on it, so I know as much as you do by now. So sorry for not having more information than that, but Hag Miniatures also does a lot of stuff, so they go from 6mm up to 120mm and weird stuff, even a lamp. So well, if you fancy, go give him a visit. I think he said they would be in metal Warboss, but don't hold that against me if they change it in the last second. Let's see if maybe I think he said so on his metal spincast miniatures, 14 highly detailed. So yeah, metal miniatures becoming. And while we're at it, why not add also the Kickstarter page in the chat, and also later in the video description for you to grab a hold on. Amanda, I would be highly impressed if anybody could make those looking that good out of cardboard. That would be really interesting. Yes, Kira Namida. I think that's what Jack Skellington's kits would look like. God. Is it me? Is it the time of day? Or is it really this lemonade abomination that makes me talk like the last imbecile? Let's find out. Well, at that point, Manda, that's just casting. So I call that cheating. Now, before we go on, I will add a wee bit background music for my own entertainment. I hope it's not too loud for yourself. And then we will have a look at people's projects that have been submitted to Spring Clean Challenge. And the first thing is one of Horatio Noseblower. So let me just grab that. So this is a project we had already seen by Horatio a few weeks back, and decided to put this as a contribution to the Spring Clean Challenge. So, because these are all entries for the Spring Clean Challenge, and there's a lot of them, I won't be going into detail as much as usual. And also, I also forgot my signature text. Where's my signature text? There it is. I need that for later. So he has already done a nice cannon with some sprinkly bits, and I guess this is going to be a dice tower of sorts. Yeah, and a flying carpet. Of course, you can't have somebody raiding the wastes without a flying carpet. Why not? After all, it's for... So everything's fine, I guess. Oh, Demon Sub, do you know a flying carpet game? Which would that be? I'm potentially a bit on a... what do you call it? A bit divided on the subject of Spring Clean Challenge as... yeah, I've got way too many open projects. I wouldn't know which one to select for Spring Clean. Disney's Aladdin is a good game, but it's a video game, not a board game, I think. Oh man, no worries. Just start this year and then enter it for Spring Clean next year, and you'll be really what's it called? Really set for everything. So next one will be this chap. This is a rather empty at the moment by Tiny Headbones, but it's going to be Judge Dredd, and judging by the header, he's got work cut out for him. Basing projects from the 1980s me. Do we want to take a guess what kind of bases he's going to use? Proper ones? Or round ones? I'm scared that he will go with round ones. Hex bases are the old ones. I think those are the ones he's taking off, but that's pure assumption because there's literally nothing in the project right now. At least not half an hour ago when I opened it for the first time. We could just do a refresh and see if anything happened. Nope. And also, I can't leave any comment on this because there's nothing you can comment on. Which then takes us to our next small project. Oh, I'm totally lost with an assistant having the links for me ready. Heart-shaped base. I could actually get behind that. Chaos Marines on heart-shaped bases. So this will be our next stop. And this is painting everything from 2022. Orinoco, you mad. You really mad. This is imagining buying a year's worth of miniatures and then doing it for one challenge. Good luck with that, I guess. I hope you will be able to crank some out. I'm terrified by this sheer thought of having to do everything. But then again, I don't buy as much minis as other people do, so some will get done. That's the right, what you call it, mindset. Get some done, be happy. If you make it all the way to the end, all the better. All the best for you. Also, this a short project, since most of these are just starting as a new project. Some of these are recurring entries, which is something I'm torn about, because A, I can understand why people would do it, but also B, well, if you're entering a contest to win something, you might as well put in some more effort. So next is What Do I Do with Grey Battletech Stuff by Jesus John. Jesus? I guess that's as good a name as any. So also not much done yet, except for some already painted stuff and a list of stuff that hasn't been painted yet. I'm not sure that's really the point of a sprinkling challenge, just writing text. I think we need some painted miniatures, lad. Painted miniatures, lad, please. That's just... Oh, did I forget to give you lot in chat the link? I did. Huh. Why did nobody tell me? Here it is. No Assassin's Creed. Oh, there we go again. Hello, Evo Kebab. So does using a butler of reindeer moss I died last year count as spring cleaning? Potentially? I don't know. The rules are more like guidelines. Yeah, Crispin, I think your entry for a bigger boat is something special. James Duckwell, welcome. Hello. So, before I get rambling on, there's another project that's very interesting. It's a gun, or rather a plasma pistol. It's already done. And Dolgath hasn't made any more comments on it, so I'm guessing there will be more to come. By the sounds of it, he's going to try to make that thing go light up and go all squeaky wobbly like toys from the past, which I kind of like the idea, because toys going squeaky wobbly beep beep boop are great. I'm guessing real functioning plasma gun may be a stretch, but potentially a visually appealing pseudo-working plasma gun is the correct term. I think that will work. Yeah, that'll work. Yes, Nerf guns, Evo Kebab, lend themselves very well to be disassembled and redone. Especially the ones that are a bit more obscure in nature. But on the other hand, those things are bloody expensive if you buy them new. So keep a lookout on the old eBay for somebody getting rid of their stuff. Potentially if the firing mechanism is broken. Well, Crispin, it's never too early to source material if you know what you're looking for. So let's see, does this work? Yeah, this is the next one. And I think Starlight 774757, sorry, is also a reoccurring participant in Spring Clean Challenge. I'm not quite sure I remember what she did last time, but I'm pretty sure she was within the contest for youngest participant. Let's see, we've got some pictures here. Oh, that's a steal. 50 pounds for a bag of brushes. And then painting a lot of minis, not just one. Oh, that's a bit far. I count 5, if I can count. Yeah, that looks like 5 miniatures going to be painted. Good luck to you. Oh, it's 6 if you count the, what's it called? Griffin? I guess. Let's leave some nice comments. Leaving a message would be so creepy. Why would it be? It's the law. It needs to be done. Also, I'm pretty sure that she's not watching or visiting the site unsupervised. Looks like High Elves, I guess. The 11th of Christmas, Thinner Paints, Elf Prince. Well, I'm guessing Elf or High Elf, whatever. I think the cone-shaped laddies were High Elves. Oh, I can't remember. I never played the Warhammers back in the day. Yeah, James, especially if the attention span from little children is at a max of 45 minutes, and then there's done. The older they get, the more you can make them concentrate on stuff, but yeah, that's a feature. So, I know I'm just pushing this through, but we need to get this done, and there are so many entries. I can't tell you any of those. I know that the 6th edition was Orcs and Empire, but that's about it. So next one. Hello, James, me Stockwell. Oh, let's see, Amanda, if I already got you in my list. If not, we will add you also. Hold on. Add you there, go back here, and put it in. Don't forget, note to myself, don't forget to put Amanda Chan's link in later. Apple Mac. Also, short entry is doing Saga, Viking, and Anglo-Saxons. And I love these bags of plastic. I really do. And at the same time, I'm very happy that they are not available in any shop around here. Because I might be tempted to just grab one bag of them and start building like a madman. And I intentionally haven't looked if what's his face, Fantasy World, my supplier of choice, has those listed. I can't tell you what's wrong with you. Maybe because you're into your other games? Monday, are you really trying to make me go to are you trying to make me go broke? I need to keep my funds together for the upcoming Kickstarter from what we saw earlier, and also Battletech. This is going to be a hard month. Remember, Battletech will be starting a Kickstarter, I think also in 2 days' time, if I remember correctly. Oh, bloody hell. Not even touching that subject. For everybody watching this later on YouTube wondering what certain kind of outburst I spew into the ether, that's just as a reply to certain persons in the Twitch chat where we record this, who make weird mentionings of games that don't exist or shouldn't exist. Let's go on for the next one. Oh, Jill, don't. I don't. That would be a third Kickstarter now. No. I think I need to stay off the internet for a while. So I have no idea what this is. Turnip 28 Sprinkling Chillum by Scripps. Well, Turnip 28 is a very odd system from what I can tell from the very, very outside. And it looks like Scripps is planning to do very interesting conversions. This should be an interesting one to watch later. There's my text. There's my comment. I like the one in the middle with the dented nose. Hello, Defective Dice. No, I hope I didn't. I wouldn't know how or where. I'm guessing either Jerry is still recovering from St. Patrick's Day, which I don't believe. My guess is it's work related. Oh, Jill, that's what bugs me most about people going crowdfunding, that nobody seems to care about alternative crowdfunding sites, because there's not just Kickstarter anymore. There might be better platforms for certain solutions, but that's maybe a subject for a completely different podcast altogether. So, let's get back on subject, or whatever. Scripts, yeah, looking forward on how that is going to turn out. Next one, Alien RPG Crew. Courtesy of Phoenix Man. I don't know why the project system is going out on a whack again. Yeah. Rotating images is hard. If I'm not completely misjudging the things, these are Star Wars Legion bases, alternatives that were actually sold by Fantasy Flight games back in the day, if I'm not completely off the beat path here. And those weren't cheap, so my guess is he either got them for very cheap or had them and didn't want to use them for Legion for any weird reason. Maybe because it would be too expensive to make your whole army just work with that. Yeah, Jill, Legion bases have been a point of discussion since the inception. I know people don't like them. I don't mind. And if you're just working within the game itself, it's totally fine. The measurement tools fit perfectly. It's all very, what you call it, uniform. Oh, hello, Nick from Clay Primer. Well, then again, calling them plinths is a bit of a stretch, I feel. Well, okay, I'm saying that and then remembering that the miniature for Din Djarin and the Mandalorian comes with 2 Grogu miniatures, and the miniature from Grogu is almost as tall as the base. Oh well, let's follow this interesting project for what it will be. Did I leave a comment? I think I did. No, I didn't. Oh, why is nobody telling me that I didn't leave a comment? There's a comment. Next up, it's a wall. Yeah, Demon Sub, I'm guessing metadata is really doing a thing with the project system. Especially if people use their phones to upload directly and don't have any point of reference on how the picture is viewed on a computer. Let's see, Filthy Xenos, nice edge work on this. Well, it's spring clean by... Okay, I'm not going anywhere near that name. Mackay 140215. What? And there's no orc inside. Oh god. So he's trying to complete 40k orcs and some Napoleonics and World War II and what? Basically everything. So far, paint job, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. But please, please, people of the internet, make green readable usernames. I have literally no clue what that is supposed to mean. I'm drawing blank. I need to follow this just to see where this is heading. This feels like a potential shipwreck. Manda, I don't know if you're aware, but the original Storm Boys from 2nd edition 40k were banned in Germany because of their flash insignia on their heads and helmets, because they just looked too closely like World War II Germans. Yeah. Censorship. Or just being very aware of your part. Next will be Dead Zone by whatchamacallit? Flat Battery. Oh god. Many moons ago in the head days of Dead Zone version 2.0, 2016. Let's not calculate how long ago that is. Boxes of shame potential. Yeah, it's potential, it's not shame. Don't be ashamed. If we were all ashamed about our piles of plastic, our heads would explode because of all the blood pressure going up. Painting everything I need for a 3.0 intro game. Sounds reasonable, especially since I think, was it Dead Zone also with the nice introductory tablecloth mat? Would be interesting. Yeah, Flat Battery doing interesting stuff. Where's my comment? There's my comment. Pigs in space.
Get on with it.
Yes, get on with it! Get on with
Bob's going nuts. I made mine up years ago after Darren 1 was taken on Auto. Yeah, name convention is interesting. Everybody who went on the internet in the 90s somehow thought it would be a good idea to add their name, their year of birth to their name. So, Bob is doing a game. The latest is 2-hour war games nuts. World War II game, the freeway one. So, he's playing a game. Does this count as an entry for Spring Clean Challenge? Is the point behind Spring Clean Challenge to actually get something freshly painted? This all looks more or less done and dusted. But that might be just some testers. You folk, let me know what you think. I love this table setup. It's so ultra old school, I think. And at the same time, the MDF things are so modern. It's weird. Well, nice, but also weird. Let's go on to the next. Bugger off! Oh, work is a bitch. Bye, Crispin. See you next week, or on Thursday, potentially. Yes, bugger. Fuck yes. Doing the trim on shields. This is not shield paint, this is a paint pot. Oh, that's the shielding. That's... You know what? If you would take the paint bottles with the shields on top and just spray them grey, you might have some sci-fi objective markers. Oh god. Bugger off. Mate, are you alright? Are you keeping your sanity in check now? How many bloody shields had you done? How many, mate? This is insane. You really should look after yourself more. This can't be healthy. Jesus Christ. Oh, and the glorious hopping station. I have thought about these things so often, and I know they are great, but at the same time, it's electricity. It can't be trusted with them. 150 Vikings. Okay, 42 archers. Do archers need shields? I mean, they need two hands for using the bow, so why shields? But 150? Bloody hell. You really have cut your work out for yourself, dear lad. You... More shields! Shields up, Captain. Jeepers Christ, this looks like a nightmare. You know what? Even if you don't make it to the final and get yourself the runner-up or the winning ticket on the Spring Clean Challenge, the sheer amount of insanity for the shield work alone deserves praise. You mad? Yes. Oh god, this is... How did you manage to get so much done already? Did somebody tip you off for a Spring Clean Challenge? All has to be done by March 30th. Well, good luck to you. Oh man. I almost feel sorry for you. But barely. Not really. Because, let's face it, you brought this onto yourself. I feel I didn't need to add this as a comment, but just for shits and giggles. And while that is processing, we are going to the next project. And to not look again at more shields. And more shields. Chaos Space Marines. So these images already look like something from the olden days. Zebra Outrider is reborn again, he says. Oh, I didn't know you had a hard time that last year, Zebra. My condolences. Oh, these look... Whoa. I think I'm going to have some nightmares tonight. Holy crap. I mean, from what I can tell, most of it is a quote-unquote simple head swap. But jeez, these guys look scary. This is potential nightmare fuel. Imagine those buggers running, charging your lines when you're in the trenches of somewhere. Oh, and there's detailed works on every one of it. Look at him with his big hornies. The big hornies. Horny dude. Does anybody know where that hat comes from? This looks creepy as hell. I want to say it's something from what's their face? Tyranids? But I don't think it is. Does anybody know? Yeah, they have a very old school vibe, as the one of the earliest images I can remember from rulebooks with Chaos. Chaos Space Marines having tentacle arms and weird mutations. And not just we're badass looking Space Marines with a bit more bling bling metal on it. Does he say where he's got his hat from? Let's see. Painting. Where's the conversion? Where's the conversion bit? There he's already done, dusted. Doesn't tell. Heavy Gunner comes from a new Havoc Sun, simple head swords from the insect head of the original Chaos Space Marine processed plastic head. So it is a Games Workshop hat. Head. Yeah. Skeksis, the Lord of Change Skeksis. These are, this is what is my favorite part of the hobby. If you have miniatures that are so interchangeable that you can make up really creepy stuff or really cool looking stuff. I nearly fell back into German for a second there, I don't know why. This is high up on my... If this project doesn't get any recommendation whatsoever, at least a gold button, I'd be annoyed, to say the least. Just look at him. Taka, 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 taka. Ah, Crispin, welcome. Back again. I'm guessing work has to wait. Yeah, there's only one Crispin, and then there's the one on YouTube, the fuck Ben, he knows what he did. Oh no, because of Ben. Sorry, because of Ben. Let's venture on. Joe Dane is also taking part in hobby spring cleaning challengey things. Oh, fantasy doing pile of shame opportunity gray golf scope. Delete as your preference. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is again one of those rebadged, because see, we were here before the spring clean was announced, and now it's suddenly a spring clean challenge project, which I find is a bit of cheating, but only a bit. Well, maybe a bit more. But then again, I probably, if I'm going to enter spring clean challenge, I will be doing the same for similar reasons. Because, yeah, can't be asked to do another one. Yeah, almost. Maybe pray that he doesn't appear in double form on the YouTube stream. People with multiple accounts can be so annoying. Ooh, we still got ways to go. I need to close some windows here because my browser is going to kill me. Next one is the Lorna Aeon Trespass Odyssey. That's literally nothing that rings any bell. Is it a board game? Upcoming Kickstarter? Past Kickstarter? Oh. Ooh. From spooky Chaos Marine bits to biblical correct depictions of angels. Ooh. It's a dirt angel. Those do look... Wait. Is this some form of gender bent Obelix going demon size? I can't help it. Every time I see white and blue striped pants like these, it's Obelix from Asterix and Obelix. Every time. Every time of the day. And you can't tell me otherwise. Oh, it's actually in the artwork. Well, I hope they know what they're doing. Let me just say these list of paints that are given on how the paint job has been accomplished. I really appreciate those because it's much easier to read up on them later. But on the other hand, I think watching somebody do it is more relatable, but then again, all pros and cons. So it was a Kickstarter, Big Box Games. Takes lots of room to play, yeah. Yeah, Nick, I totally get that. It's actually doesn't matter when the project starts because it's called a spring cleaning challenge, so it's get stuff done and finished and out the door. It's just if you enter a ordinary painting competition, you usually start with 0 and then you go in a certain amount of time. So having something almost done feels a bit like cheating. Because you could have potentially had everything done except, let's say, the rim of the base and final coat of varnish, and it would still count as entry, which is, yeah, fair enough. There's enough prizes to be had, so I'm guessing no harm, no foul, and it's just for people, oh, wrong text, to get their hobby done. We wouldn't recommend his own project would be. Yeah, the minis look very interesting and nice, though I'm far beyond the point of buying games just for miniatures. Right, here's Crispin with his rebadged product, or project, should I say. Look at it. The insanity. You still mad, lad. I'm not going to repeat anything we said the last time we were here, and I'm just looking forward to seeing the final result. To be honest, I can't wait. And we need some kind of weird scale for reference thing. Maybe put a child next to it or a cat on top, and then we'll see how insanely big that thing is. Yeah, I think Banana Man would be nice, Amanda, but I feel, judging by the size of this, we wouldn't be able to see Banana Man anywhere near it. So, I'm guessing that's a no. Before New Year, well, that's... Judging by the size of the project, that's a ambitious goal. I wish you the best. I hope really your timescale meets up with that. Yeah, maybe an actual banana as scale model. Or a watermelon or something. Or for the sheer fun, if you have just put on some X-Wings or Star Wars Armada ships on there. Cloning Crispins, oh please, no. One is enough. I don't think the world can bear more than one. Another reoccurring theme, even though we had just met him. So he's also entering the castle, which is still work in progress. And hasn't been updated in a long time, so I'm guessing you're putting yourself under pressure here, Crispin, to get done with it, to make progress, I guess. Because not doing anything surely won't get things done. Good eye, Dutch. So, and just because I'm a very... what do you call it? Somebody who does things all the time. Yeah, some progress needs to be made because people want to see results, and by people I mean myself and Jerry. We yet have another... some geezer. An awfully big marine, so what is this going to be? Ooh! That's an interesting head. Did he say what's he using? Inquisitor. Okay, so not a bust or anything along those lines, but just a very big marine. Oh, and this has been long running. This is one of these resurrection projects for a spring clean challenge I can get behind. If it's been dormant for over a year. This is really needing some love and attention. This is going to be interesting, I think. And I think also this needs to be on my watch list. So, some geezer. Enter the Spring Clean Challenge. 2 years ago, you've not... For 2 years, nothing has been done to this project. You might as well start now. And just to remind you that we have been here, and we're seeing you, geezer. We're seeing you. We're seeing your project. We now need to commit. By the way, does anybody feel some sort of pressure when getting notification that you have been watched on the on the unofficial Hobby Hangout? Yeah, give him a poke with a pointy stick. Defective type. I hope this isn't too much of a negative pressure, because it's all for fun. So, just as a heads up, if anybody actually feels bad about being featured here and having bad thoughts about it, I do apologize. And yeah, if you want us not to watch your project, just give me a note and I'll put you on a no watch list. So, last entry for tonight, Manda's project. I don't know what's in here because she just put it in here. I need to put it in my text file so we can have it later in the video description. With 10th edition on the horizon, no. Games Workshop won't do 10th edition, never. Or I think the project system is acting up again because there's a picture missing. Hold up, let's do a refresh. That looks a bit different. Ah, see. So, a squad, not squads. My bad. Why was I thinking squads? And why are you not doing squads, Manda? Do squads. I'm not sure, Toffee, if that is insulting or a compliment. I think it's a compliment. I'll take it at that. The green is an interesting choice of color. I don't think I've seen this kind of green before, but I might be wrong. But I do love red barreled shooties. Very old schooly. Oh, and this is an ancient project. I just see this now, 2019. Is this from the time where you started doing your turntable miniatures? Where you started making GIFs from different photographs, and I remember everybody on the Weekender being highly impressed of how to do a rotational video without actually having a rotating thingamajig. So let's give this little thing a follow, and of course the gentle reminder of we are watching you. Huzza! $2090, that's 4 years ago. 4 years. Can you believe that's 4 years already? Yeah, Lazy Susan. That's one. Oh, I've got now one for what do you call it? A battery-driven one. Works okay. Stutters on medium setting for some odd reason. Hang on, I've got some. Supplies. A battery-driven. Where is it? Turntable. These little things to display models on. I can't quite find mine right now. It's somewhere in the vicinity. Oh, there it is. These little things. No, the tacker holder is another thing. Keep it up. As long as you put plastic miniatures in, the microwave idea is totally sound. Totally okay. So, I got news from my supplier that a certain item was back in stock that's very highly in use for Star Wars Legion, and that has been out of production or hard to get for several months because of supply issues from China. Good night, James. Let's bring yourself down to my table. Where do we go? We go here. And then there's some kind of camera. I know. Where is it? Hello. There it is. And then we need some light. Put that aside. So these pocket pages for No, not we, Tuffy. That's the other supply. These were highly sought after for a long time. Usually these are rather cheap, and because the internet is full of worse people, when supply dropped, these got very expensive. But because I was already in the process of buying stuff, I got myself some new paints. I've never tried inks from Vallejo, and I'm very looking forward to using these because I needed some inks. Also, just a normal red. Some silicone sculpting tools, silicone brushes for making stuff look better when you press your green stuff somewhere. A regular brush because mine starts to fall apart, and for some recreational painting. Anybody can guess what this is, or even make it out on this blurry webcam? Ook, indeed. It is the Librarian from Micro Arts Studios. Sadly, not metal anymore, but in resin. Let's get it out of the package. Oh, comes with a lovely sculpt resin base now. Though I don't know why he would sit on a cobblestone street. I think he needs a desk to sit on. Something. But that will be a problem for later date. Yes, but the main attraction is this little parcel I'm now holding in my hand, and this is... Some people might call this heresy. But ever since WizKids had made an announcement that they would do Transformers miniatures unpainted, I wanted one. And they were nowhere to be seen or get hold of. And this was what actually made me pull the trigger on this order from my supplier. Because we've got a Transformer in the box. And yeah, the camera really does not do it justice. The cast is ultra crisp, and I'm so looking forward to painting her. I wish they had more of the line, but the others weren't in stock, so yeah, this is going to be a very nice side project. So if you can get these, I say grab them. They're not that expensive. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. This one, as far as I can tell now from just looking at the outside, is looking very crisp and nice. I can't see any mold lines right now. That doesn't mean there won't be some if I have a closer look under my lens. Yeah, Ewok Kebab. She's potentially transforming into a spring cleaning project for 2024. It's almost too true to be funny. Makes me almost cry. Almost. Just barely. So let me get this out of the way again. Yeah, some miniatures. And the The librarian will make a nice addition to Nanny Ogg and Tiffany Aching. That's already in my collection and needs to be painted. Oh, I'm pretty sure, and if he can't find one, he will make one up. Still got juice in my bottle. So, I'll give you 2 minutes to ask me anything and I may answer. So, until then, slàinte. Oh, that doesn't sound nice, Tuffy. Good night, Manda. See you next week, hopefully. Take care of yourself. A African or an European one? Red, African or European one? I got your influence with the Get On With It skit from earlier. You know that. Since none of you buggers seem to have anything useful to say. 1 bazillion, Toby. And I think it's time. Time to go home, to enjoy yourself. Have a nice. Yeah, YouTube. Sorry, this is the price you have to pay for not being here live. The chat has its moments. Is Jerry ill? He seems to have lost weight and been very quiet tonight. Ewok map, sadly, nope, I don't. If you're losing turrets, try rigging. And don't step on them, I think that could hurt. So with that, everybody, I almost said let's talk comics, but I'm not that podcast. I hope to see you again next week. I also hope to see Jerry again next week. For every intents and purposes, have fun with your hobby. I think I need a break. See you a lot next week. Bye-bye.